Chapter 5, Section 2. Objective, learn to find unit rate and unit price. Essential question, how do I use the DIRT, or D equals RT, distance equals rate times time, formula? Vocabulary, rate, unit price. A rate is a comparison of two quantities that have different units. Here was a ratio that we talked about in the past, 90 over 3. A rate would be 90 miles over 3 hours. Now we have two different units. We read that as 90 miles per 3 hours. Unit rates are rates in which the second quantity is 1. The ratio 90 over 3 can be simplified by dividing. 90 divided by 3, 30 over 1. That's the same for the unit rate. If we put it into 90 miles over 3 hours and divide 90 by 3, we get 30 miles per 1 hour, or 30 miles per hour, and that is our unit rate. Penelope can type 90 words in 2 minutes. How many words can she type in 1 minute? Set up the rate, 90 words per 2 minutes. Reduce it so it's 1 minute. Means divide 90 by 2. 45 words per minute is Penelope's rate. Jeff can type 30 words in half a minute. How many words can he type in 1 minute? So the rate is 30 words per half minute. This time we have to double it to get it to be 1 minute, so it would be 60 words per 1 minute. Five cubic meters of copper has a mass of 44,800 kilograms. What is the density of copper? Density is a rate of mass over volume, and volume is always measured in cubic something, cubic meters, cubic centimeters, whatever. Mass would be grams, kilograms, and so on. So our mass is 44,800, and our volume is 5. Now if you're looking for the 5, notice that first word in the sentence. To get the unit rate, we simply divide those numbers by 5. 8,960 kilograms per 1 cubic meter. Unit price is a unit rate used to compare price per item. Some stores, like this label, will show you the unit price per ounce or per unit on the label itself. This allows you to compare different sizes, different brands, and see which one's the best deal for you. If we wanted to compare unit price of these two items, what we would need to do is take the cost divided by the number of servings. So right now we have $4.89 divided by 10. Over in the Quaker Oats Old Fashioned, $3.29 divided by 30. So let's see the two unit rates. $4.89 divided by 10 would be about 49 cents. $3.29 divided by 30 would be about 11 cents. When you're looking for which one's the better deal, you want the cheaper price per unit. So the Quaker Oats Old Fashioned is a much better deal than the maple brown sugar. That may not be what you want, but when we're talking mathematically in terms of unit price, we just want the better deal, not based on opinion. Golf balls can be purchased in a 3-pack for $4.95 or a 12-pack for $18.95. Which is the better buy? Again, we're not worried about how many we want, we just want to fairly compare them. Because we have different sizes, we need the price divided by the number of golf balls we get for that price. So for $4.95, we can get 3-pack, which is approximately $1.65 per golf ball. For $18.95, we get the 12-pack. Divide that, we get $1.58 per golf ball. So the 12-pack for $18.95 would be the better buy. Lastly, DIRT formula. Formula R equals D divided by T is equivalent to D equals RT. We can rearrange those letters using algebra as shown below. We call it the DIRT formula because it makes it a little bit easier for us to remember those letters. Let's think about what these letters stand for. D is distance, R is rate, T is time. So when we're looking at our problem, it took Marcus half an hour to drive home from work. He averaged 34 miles per hour. How far does Marcus live from work? So half an hour would be time. 34 miles per hour would be a rate, and how far would be a distance. So we don't know the distance. Our rate is 34 miles per hour. It's important to label here because we want to make sure we're looking at the same units. And a half an hour, because we're in terms of hours, we can leave it actually as a half. So then we use dirt. D equals R times T. So D equals 34 times 1/2. And 34 times 1/2 is like 34 divided by 2. 34 divided by 2 is 17. Because our answer was distance, hours is the unit of time, miles is the unit of distance. So Marcus lives 17 miles from work. Let's try another one. Roberto will be driving from Los Angeles to Las Vegas tomorrow. He can average 60 miles per hour for the trip. It is 282 miles from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. How long will it take Roberto to drive from Los Angeles to Las Vegas? 60 miles per hour is a rate. 282 miles is a distance. How long is time? So distance is 282 miles. Rate is 60 miles per hour, which tells us our unit for time, which we don't know, will be in hours. So we plug these in appropriately. D is 282 equals R is 60 times T. We have to use our algebra steps that we spend so much time on to get T by itself. They are multiplied together, so we divide by 60. 282 divided by 60 equals 4.7. And we're not asking to convert that, so our time would be 4.7 hours. Let's do one last one. It takes 2 hours for a turtle to move a distance of 60 meters. How fast in meters per hour is the turtle moving? So we know that hours is time, meters is distance, and meters per hour would be a rate. So distance is 60 meters. Rate we don't know. Time is 2 hours. So that means our answer will be in meters per hour. So we plug our numbers in accordingly. 60 equals R times 2. Divide by 2 to eliminate that and get R by itself. 60 divided by 2 is 30. 30 equals R. So R is 30 meters per hour. That's it. I know that's a lot of information. We're going to review it often. Make sure your notes are filled out completely so you can go back to these examples. On the left-hand side, write questions that could be answered from each chunk of information and example that you have. And review your notes and complete the summary before class.